commands, and most of all, protect yourself at all times. Touch good, boys. Good luck to you both.
Boxing is back in Germany, big time, live on DAZN. But they're looking for the next definitive world heavyweight champion. Could it be this guy, Agit Kabayel? All action, rip-roaring attacks, proud German, and ready to reignite the sleeping giant of this country. But a massive chance, an opportunity for the Pole, Damian Knyba, who's going to look for that.
He'll look to be busy, he'll move as we're seeing already. I like to see the jab to the body from Agit Kabayel.
With that, he'll make a mistake. He either comes out too slow, comes back too low, and that allows him to slide in small and come over the top with that right hand.
There's the right hand. And he's looking again for the uppercut, which Kabayel can be slightly susceptible to. He's tried it again, but he is undefeated in 26, Kabayel, and on the cusp.
Knyba's got to sit on that back foot. You've got to try and get yourself in the centre of the ring. Sit a little bit on that back foot. He's still got the reach with the jab, but that'll force maybe Kabayel to come a little bit over that front foot, and then that uppercut can't find the hole.
Straight, but you look at his record in depth, and this is a huge step up in levels.
Yeah, just predictable with that jab to the body, and he just found the right hand over that lazy jab. And again, Knyba.
A bit of damage, I think, to Kabayel's right eye. Walks into an uppercut here from Knyba, who's having a terrific start in this first round.
Yeah, there's some real damage to that right eye. Looks like above and below.
And a right hand as well. Knyba's settling here. And he's really putting pressure on Kabayel.
He's picking that shot really well, that uppercut. That's the shot for the short fighter.
Again, though, that's where Kabayel, he double jabs. It sort of takes you with that uppercut. You can use it half as a defensive move.
I think Kabayel's been shot by the start here from Knyba, which is all action. I thought Knyba might box his way into this, but he started at a real pace.
And I think that eye's cut more than just bruised.
Yeah, it looks nasty, doesn't it? The right eye of Kabayel.
They're the shots. To slow this movement down, you've got to target the body. But he's got to very, very good body punch.
But he's got to whip that right hand over the top when he is doing that body work.
What a first round here in a cauldron. Terrific atmosphere in Oberhausen tonight as we kick off 2026 for you. And pick up from Knyba.
He's opened that cut again, I think. Maybe a little bit worse on that right eye.
Big round for the Polish giant based in America. Handle the big stage, he's gone straight down to business.
Yeah, he hasn't been overall, he's coming quite confident, even though Kabayel did make him work hard, and that might take effect as the fight goes on, but that cut is not ideal at all there for Kabayel, and that'll give Knyba loads of confidence going into the second round.
He's got one of the longest reaches in heavyweight boxing as well, but look at him attacking here. Damian Knyba trying to catch Kabayel cold again.
When he's throwing it and how he's setting it up is very intelligent. But the pressure, as Barry said, is evident from Agit Kabayel, but he's got to tighten up defensively.
Nice right hand from Kabayel going in there. He's used to people having decent starts against him. He toughs it out sometimes, the German.
But also that uppercut for Knyba, he can, when he throws, he's got to make sure he doesn't come forward too much in it. Make it a shot that he walks onto. You don't have to give that ground away.
Not too many of them.
Yes.
The disguise of the uppercut. Body shots from Kabayel. And the crowd rallying behind him.
Almost using that left to the body just to set up the right hand. This is better. Getting in a bit of a rhythm now, Kabayel.
Just like the Kabayel there, though, do that, move that head a little bit more. If you're lower and you're bobbing and weaving coming forward.
Better shots from Agit Kabayel. And Knyba looking to utilise this small ring here in Oberhausen, which surely suits Kabayel.
More of an arc, it was a little bit too straight. But that's the right hand over the top, I think, is the weapon for him. If he can slide that left foot forward, that's the shot.
Yeah, throw it after that left hook as well, threw it a moment ago. Really, really good. Knyba needs to get busy with the jab, get moving, use this momentum of Kabayel in his favour. Try and walk him onto that right uppercut.
Smile through the gum shield from Kabayel, as if to say, you're not hurting me. I can march you down. And there's the body shots coming through.
Kabayel, because Knyba's punching back straight away.
Just look down at his corner now. Damian Knyba. He's going to be really under pressure here. He's going to have to hold himself together.
This would test not just your mindset, your spirit, but your conditioning.
Because it's different. See, punching when you're set, you regulate your breathing. But punching out of necessity when you have to, you very, very quickly. And that's real fitness.
Knyba, but he's doing a lot of work on the back foot. Chopping right hand from Kabayel, better from the German favourite.
Yeah, much more busy, much more effective in that round. Agit Kabayel making Knyba work hard, but also having effect with some of those body shots and that right hand over the top.
Very quick off his stool was Agit Kabayel. 18 undefeated. Kabayel, more season, more experience. 29 knockouts between these two. It's a cracking match, and that's what you want to see this year.
Yeah, better from Knyba. Poking out that jab, moving, but constant pressure again. Looking for that right hand over that jab now. Kabayel. Real purpose in this movement coming forward.
Has Knyba had that sort of acid test needed before going in with Kabayel? The answer is no.
Nowhere near, and so you tend to think, even though he's looked good in the past, and I think he's looked very good, he's at a level that maybe you can't really assess how good he actually is. But Kabayel's making him work hard, but he's still start now, making him pay for the misses.
Yeah, he's being made to move a lot, as I say. Over 260 pounds. Good right hand.
Kabayel.
Now, is there a cut underneath the left eye of Knyba?
He's hit by a right hand again. Damian Knyba, he's wide open to that. Now he's cut and in a little over in this third round.
But good noise here.
How quick he's kicking his feet up there, Kabayel, to get to the target. That's really impressive.
Body shot with the left hand. They call him the Liver King. Agit Kabayel. And now he's got momentum as he looks for his 6th stoppage in a row.
He's looking good, isn't he? Looking solid. Can't miss with that right hand.
He's just like a bull, isn't he?
He is.
Comes forward.
Positive signs for Kabayel.
When he throws his body right hand.
A couple of right hands, and now Knyba's in trouble here. 50 seconds left in the third round. It's all Kabayel, and Knyba's in danger of falling apart.
He's showing a good chin though here, Knyba.
Oh, right hand again, the flurry of shot that he puts together.
Legs already are starting to feel it, and not Lyson stepped in, and Agit Kabayel has won in the third round, and that was another odd stoppage tonight. We've seen a lot of them here. Kabayel was definitely hurting Knyba, but he wasn't given an opportunity there at all.
What a good fun 3 rounds that was. Yeah, it did look a little early, I must say, but that intent from Kabayel